over the winter when you're not using the system,
right.
so you're gonna shut the power off to everything using this switch down here.
I never got one
It's
back.
just a quarter turn.
Okay.
It's a quarter turn switch. It's on right now. It'll say off on the side. So that'll cut power to all of this. You're gonna charge the battery primarily during the growing season with the solar panel.
That's
and this
the
is the
interface
solar
to the
charger.
solar. Okay.
This just takes the voltage and amperage from the solar panel and conditions it properly to charge the battery.
Okay.
It's got a couple different charge levels that it does internally. The LED all the way to the right just indicates the type of battery. It should always be green. We have a sealed lead acid battery. It says right here, green is a sealed lead acid battery. The battery conditions, this means the solid, it says in the manual, which will be provided.
Okay.
But it's going to fluctuate between one blinking light or two blinking lights. The PV panel blinking light means it's charging normally. It's in a normal charge state. When the battery and PV lights are both blinking synchronously, the battery goes into a float charge mode. So that means it's fully charged, and it's in a different charge mode to keep the battery that state.
So it's not dangerous.
No. If you start seeing amber and red lights, then there's an issue. But it does have internal circuitry that when it does change color, it's going to stop. It's going to cut charging to the battery, so it won't damage the battery.
So we should switch it over at that point?
At that point, you might want to call somebody.
The bat phone? Yeah.
Okay, so when you're completely done, after you've winterized the system, you turn this switch quarter turn. You can turn off the solar panel. There's a switch over here. There's a down position, a middle position, and an up position. So the middle position is off. So there's nothing charging the battery right now. While it's in that state, you plug in an extension cord to that plug. And there's a male plug, so you can use a standard extension cord. And you put 120 volts, and now this battery is supplied with power. And then you switch the battery to outlet. They're labeled here. Outlet's on top. And now the battery is charging through that. And that remains during the winter.
What was the middle position for?
Off. Just so we have an intermediate. It's
so
like
it goes from solar to full.
Correct. Neither of these share a connection. They're separate positives, separate negatives, and the middle position ensures that you're not crossing anything.
Okay. So right now it's being trickle charged.
It's trickle charged.
As it would be during the winter.
During the winter.
Okay.
Slow. So, you just don't want to leave it not charging during the winter.
And you explained it last week,
yeah.
just so they know that in the winter we might not get enough solar.
We're not guaranteed to get enough from the solar panel. So this is insurance. Because you don't want to leave a battery uncharged during the winter. And you're not going to move this battery. Yeah. It's very large. Large enough to expand your system.
Oh. That's the one thing I should have showed you guys out. They left us a port that we can connect water lines to if we want to run east-west to them.
I didn't realize that until last week.
So going back, I would just, whenever you're switching between charging systems, I would just put the switch in the middle position so this is no load on this. And that's it. It's pretty simple.
Now,
Yeah, easy for you to
all
say
these
after how
other
you're an electrical engineer, right?
little black boxes. I call them black boxes
Okay.
because from my perspective, I have no idea what's going on in those. How will we know if one of them is bad? How do we know if one of them needs to be replaced? How do we know that something is broken in the system?
Other than it not working.
Other than it not working.
Yeah.
So the screen, all the interfaces and one off are part of the So what in particular? So you're saying if anything is bad, how do you know? Or
I don't know what is bad.
If something,
So we still have the air
if
message,
something fails in your board here,
Oh, on the box itself,
yeah,
most likely a fuse would blow.
Which is?
And then
where would a fuse be found?
fuse box.
Those are just
okay.
regular,
your regular
automotive
C-type fuses. You can get them at autos. You can get them right across. The
Can we test
Okay,
each one?
so
They're
You'll
visible.
see it.
You can take that out and you can actually see if it's broken on the
Oh,
inside.
okay.
if a fuse blows, though, that means there's some other component that probably is or has failed.
What would cause it to
Like,
blow?
See that U in the middle?
Yep.
so
That'll be clearly
The only
broken.
thing that can mainly
Okay.
go wrong with the
Okay.
system would probably be the solenoid valve, but I don't see there being any power issues as to where a fuse would blow. But you never know.
yeah. So if you wanted to see, say there's not a problem here, but you're having something weird is happening out there. Like it's supposed to water, but you don't see. You hear the pump going, but you don't see water coming out. You hit options, check faults. It'll actually tell you which beds have an air state. So either
But the issue with that is it tells you bed 1 is not good or not working. All that means is we know something's wrong with it. And the way that we check it, though, is we read the sensor value before and after the supposed watering time. And if it has not received water, then we know there's a problem. But we don't have diagnostics in place to tell you exactly, like, the sensor itself is not working or the solenoid valve is not working.
So we just switched to literally manual in it. At least it gives us what bed is injured.
Yes.
In these, in the user manual, there's a directory. So one is supplying the pump relay, one's supplying the solenoid valve relay, one supplies, actually, 2 of them supply these power supplies, which then power the boards themselves.
is there a way that we could take it totally out of solar mode, totally out of any control that's going on here, and just strictly run it with line power, keeping the battery charged, and manually turn it on?
You'll see it.
Actually, the valves would have to be taken over.
Yeah.
The solenoid valves would have to be
It's in a box,
physically removed.
silver.
Okay.
Because those
Because otherwise,
are,
you don't have a way to open it.
you need
They
12
require
volts.
power.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cardboard box.
Got it.
Sorry.
But should it ever happen, we could take it into a total manual mode, literally, by taking solenoids out of the system and just hooking it up to line power and using the interface to turn things on.
No,
We wouldn't even use the interface.
you couldn't use the interface because the interface theoretically controls the valves to open the system.
Okay.
So is he asking if he can just take out the solenoid valve and just run directly? And still press manual and still be able to water?
That's what I was asking.
Then-
Sounds like you can't do that.
You
You
can,
You
but
would turn the pump on.
You would need to take the solenoid off.
But you would
You
also
would-
need to manually choose which
Right.
beds receive water.
Right. So
like
the-
you'd have to go.
the user interface of turning on which bed no longer functions.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the starting of the pump, which then you
Okay.
control manually
Okay.
by
with
out
the
there.
manual.
Yeah.
But the solenoids still need to be taken out of the system. Otherwise, they would be nominally closed at all times.
They are normally closed.
Is there a normal period of time we should expect anything to go bad?
6 months, 60,000 miles.
We've never built an irrigation system.
Oakland didn't
we're
give
all
you a disclaimer when we
No,
signed it.
when you drive out of the driveway, right? That's what I've heard many times. When you drive out of the driveway. I'm just curious. So 10 years from now, you guys are all famous, living all over the world, making thousands, millions of dollars. Yeah, just remembering that.
Thousands of million. That was the right way to
Okay,
say it.
okay. After you win that lottery.
Yeah.
So, who would we call for service? I mean, Trisha? Who would we call?
Latcha.
I would probably contact Dr. Latcha again,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
he would either dispatch maybe a grad
He's gonna be there
student
taking
or.
Sometimes I teach it.
Whoever has the manual, I think is the one
Teaching
you
it
call.
us.
That's right.
He said he has no problem sending in a second group, anything. That's
Okay, okay. I just, I mean,
Yeah,
like you
it's
said,
possible.
I mean, it could be
Right.
10 years or more before anything goes back.
Who knows?